Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is Friday. Happy Friday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going wonderfully, fantastically. It is a good day. I got to sleep in a little bit today and then got up, sat at my desk and did some work. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start making some food today. And I just started walking into my living room and I heard, can you hear the birds outside? I don't know if you can hear that. It's so weird to hear birds here because like we had cats, we had cats. They would kill everything. They would, like, there was no birds, there was no squirrels, there was no wildlife here at the home. And so it's funny hearing birds and like seeing squirrels in our yard because like those were non-existent when we had animals here. I think my brother, when we moved in here, my brother had come down and he had bought a bird feeder. He's like, you need a bird feeder, Amy, on your deck. So I put one up on my deck. That thing, he bought me like a huge bag of seed too. I'm like, oh, that'll last me for a little while. And I laughed because like we filled the feeder up. It stayed full for like almost a year. Like nothing even came to eat off of it because we had animals and they would just like scare those birds away. So I'm like, yeah, we don't have birds. So we ended up donating we took our bird feeder and gave it to our local library because she has a lot of birds that come in front of the library. So I said, do you want my bird feeder? Because I don't have birds at all. But it's funny hearing birds now because there's no kitty cats here. So, which kitty cats are doing amazing, by the way. We gave them to good friends and they are being loved on and loving life and like super excited for their new little adventure of life. So they were good little kitty cats. They are loving where they're at. So it's all good. So today is Gather Your Fragment Friday. We are gathered at food, making stuff for the weekend. So this, I was like looking ahead. I'm like, what are we gonna do? I'm not doing all of our food for the weekend because we are doing like steak and ribs this weekend. Maybe I'll film it. I'll probably film it, just put in like Monday's video. But for today, I'm gonna make enough food for today and tomorrow. And then I'm gonna be done with that part. So we're gonna do a repeat. We're gonna do almost a repeat of our ham dinner. Where's the ham? I was like, where's the ham? Remember I got this at the discount store, the carving ham? So I'm excited to try this because I got 2 of them. So I'm gonna cook this today on the smoker. And then I'm gonna do, you gotta have baked beans with it. You gotta have macaroni salad. Grandma's saying macaroni salad because it's delicious, which is, by the way, in my cookbook here. So I'm gonna do that, and then usually I do cheesy hash brown potatoes, which are awesome. I didn't get any of ththose. And I thought I could do macaroni and cheese, and I'm like, we've just had a lot of that lately. So I'm thinking I have fresh green beans I got from Sam's Club and potatoes. So I thought, why don't I do like my mom used to do, you know what? I'm gonna look up real quick and see if you can do mine in your smoker. Like my mom used to put them in tin foil and put them on the grill. They were tinfoil potatoes, that's what they called them. Tinfoil potatoes with green beans and butter, salt and pepper. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. I'll look that up and see today about doing that. And then I thought I would do that with that. I'm looking at what else. Would that be it for the dinner? Yeah. So then we'll have just simple dinner that way. We're gonna have enough for today and tomorrow. And then I'm gonna do some more of those mini pies because I have more packages of pie crust. I did not get this out of my freezer until this morning, so I'm like, oh, it's frozen. So I'll have to wait on that one a little bit. I'm gonna do some more cherry and apple. And I thought I would do banana pudding, like the banana pudding from my cookbook here. And that's gonna be my desserts for this weekend, right? Yes. And then I was thinking breakfast. I thought, what do I do for breakfast? So I'm gonna just I pulled, again, looking for gathering fragments. These were in my freezer for a little while. These were back in March. So I thought, why don't we do little breakfast pizzas on here? I'm gonna mix up breakfast gravy. I've got some sausage. I'm gonna do some scrambled eggs. I also pulled hash browns out of the freezer. Gathering food, and I might make more. We'll see how the day rolls, but for now, that's the game plan for right now. I was like, what am I gonna do for today right now? I thought I'd eat breakfast, do the pizzas, and then I need to worry about dinner. Lunch, it's like we kind of just do 2 meals and a snack right now, and that's kind of where we're operating, and that's okay, just whatever your phase of life is, but I'm thinking that will work good for currently in our home. And then we'll be having the ham dinner tomorrow as well for dinner. And I'll pull out like munchies and stuff. We have a lot of, like I got a shrimp ring, I don't need that, but they do. And then the meat sticks, I have little salami sticks, crackers and cheese. I thought I could do like a little, veggie, I'd have veggies too, veggies and charcuterie board type thing. We can have that with a big breakfast tomorrow. And then we're gonna do ribs this weekend as well. I think we're gonna do that on Sunday. So I'm thinking that we're gonna do steak too, but I think that might be Monday. So I'll film the food as I remember. We're gonna be busy doing some things this weekend, but I'll put it in next week's video. But today's making food day. It's always on Friday. Usually always on Friday make food. So I'm gonna start out with the banana pudding because I did not get out the pie crust. So they are frozen solid. So let's look up banana pudding. So what I'm gonna do is, okay, we're always modifying. We're always modifying. Don't ever follow my recipe to a T. That's the beauty of it, is you can. So this one is on page 148. This is real simple, and I use vanilla pudding because I think way back in the day when I started making this, there was no banana cream pudding. Or maybe there was, I just didn't find it. So I use vanilla. You can use cheesecake kind, any kind of, there's French vanilla. I found banana cream pudding. So I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna double mine from here. One thing I don't have is sweetened condensed milk. I know I don't have sweetened condensed milk. That's something, some people add, some people don't add. I don't think I have any. I'm almost 100% positive. Yeah, no, I have none. And that's okay. You can make it without. And then you do Cool Whip. And so I don't have Cool Whip because we're gathering fragments, but I did buy this Dream Whip, which is like Cool Whip, just in a dry package. And my mom used to make this all the time. So I'm gonna whip. Is it just you mix it up with water? I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's milk. Oh, it's actually milk. Huh. Dream Whip, milk, and vanilla. Okay. So we will get the mixer out and do that because you're gonna beat on high for 4 minutes. That's gonna be fun. So we'll make some of that. And then bananas and vanilla wafers. So I'm gonna make a big thing of that. That will be our big dessert for the weekend. And I'll make pies. I might even do some bean donuts, but we'll just see how life goes. Let's just start. Are you guys ready for a great day? It's gonna be a great Friday. It's Friday because we're making food for our family. It's kind of cold and chilly out right now, but I believe that sun is supposed to come out and be nice for the weekend. So I'm gonna hold on to that. So you guys ready for a great day? All right, let's gather some fragments, make some food, look in your freezers, look at your pantries, find the little things that are getting lost, like my little, these. We have been in there for a long time, and I'm like, what are we gonna do with these? Let's make breakfast pizzas on them. And let's just get creative with some things you can buy and make, but let's get creative and gather up the things that you have in your home so nothing gets wasted. You guys ready for a great day? All right, let's go. Okay, I went to get my mixer out, and then I thought in my head, did I throw away the whiskey piece because I never use it? I never do, ever. And I'm like, did I throw that away? And this is the day that I'm gonna need it. No, I didn't. I found it. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I didn't throw that away. Okay, so let's do, I'm gonna do the Dream Whip first, just because, makes 2 cups. Yeah, and then we'll refrigerate. I'm thinking I'll do 2 of these. That's what I'm thinking. So it's an envelope of Dream Whip. We'll see how Dream Whip, it's been a while. My mom would use Dream Whip all the time. Dream Whip. Smells good. And then I'm going to use lactose-free milk so that everybody can enjoy it. Because they do like the banana pudding. I don't really like banana. Do you like banana stuff? I don't really like banana. Like my kids love banana flavored popsicles, banana slushies. Yeah, I can't do that. But that's okay. Everybody's different. So I'm just like, I'll try it. It's okay. I just don't love it. I don't know. But I like bananas, which is weird. And I don't mind banana bread and stuff. Okay, 1 cup. Okay, I guess that's it. And then I'm going to do vanilla. I'm going to get my vanilla. Okay, we're just going to turn this on and we'll let this do its thing for a few. Okay, I turned it off so it wouldn't make noise. I'm gonna keep whipping this. I'm gonna mix up my pudding. I can just whisk it in here. Easy enough. Look at that, it makes real good whipped cream. Now you can do it with a hand mixer, it just takes longer and you have to like sit there and do it. So just do it in your, right there, your mixer. And then let me give you a little tip when you're making like any kind of pudding desserts for, but you want to sit out. Now the recipe, and my recipe as well, it'll say like 2 cups of milk for each package. And I'll do that too. Make it a little bit less. Like I did, I think I needed 8 cups of milk, I did 7. It just makes it a little bit thicker. And it just, it won't get as watery. It won't get as watery. I do the same thing with Jell-O. I leave it just a little bit extra in there. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit up just a tad, just for a few minutes. And then I'm gonna put the whipped cream, fold it in there, and then, how should we do it? Our glass thing? Should we do it in our big glass thing, I'm thinking? Or I can do a pan. Decisions. I can do a tall one. I think this is the only time that we actually use this thing. So I will probably layer the bananas in here and the vanilla wafers. I'm just thinking that. And then you know what? There's probably gonna be more. I'll do them in little individual glass ones, just for the fact of space-wise in the refrigerator. So I'm thinking that. I'm thinking, how am I gonna do this? Okay, that's good right there. Look at that, nice and thick. So let's add this. You're just gonna fold this in. If you had sweetened condensed milk, add that in. It just adds more, just more sugar. It's just more sugar and flavor. It's delicious. And I use this because I want it to reach the bottom and get my bigger spatula. Perfect. Well, I wish I would have got more Dream Whip. Only got 2 packages. I guess we don't use it too often. That was just something nice to have on hand. I guess that was a good idea to have on hand. I just wasn't sure if it was going to be like, is it amazing? Was it going to be as good as when I remembered? But yeah, it works out. It's just better than buying Cool Whip. So that would be like, what, 4 cups of Cool Whips? That'd be like a big one, which would be like $2. I think that, well, no, they're probably more. They're like $1.50 for the small one, I think, isn't it? So that was actually 99 cents, and you just had to add the milk, so that wasn't too bad. So just carefully just whip that in there, just fold it like this. Look at that, that's gonna be great. Banana pudding smells good. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of stuff in here. I'll definitely have to add you a little bit extra. And this will set up and it'll be nice and thick. And you'll have good banana pudding. Anybody else like, I guess a lot of people love banana pudding. I don't love banana pudding. So my mom would always make banana cream pie. My dad always liked that, but I was more of a coconut person, like the coconut cream pie. That was delicious when she made that. All right, I think that looks good right there. Okay, I'm going to move this. We're gonna layer stuff in here, assemble. So I have plenty left over, plenty. I would much rather have, if I were to eat this, like how full it is, I'd rather have a full pudding like that versus like mostly pudding. So I opt to fill as much as I can. So this I'm gonna cover. That's gonna be like tomorrow, we're gonna have dinner. So I have pudding left here. What I'm gonna do, I only have a little bit of vanilla wafers, and I think the other package of vanilla wafers got eaten that I bought before. So I'm gonna take some graham crackers and I'm just gonna make a small little pan for today, and they can eat that. Okay, that was a great way to make a big banana pudding and then have some extras. So all I did was take those graham crackers, I crushed them in there with the vanilla wafers, so I kind of get the vanilla wafer taste in there. But graham crackers would be delicious in there as well. Plastic, hold on. Plastic wrap, there we go. So that is gonna be one nice dish. There we go. So this will go in the refrigerator for tomorrow, because the kids will see it and go, can we have some? So now I can say, yes, you can have the one that has graham crackers on it. No, this will be good for today. Just smaller size, and this will be perfect. Let's put this in the refrigerator, and then we'll move on to some more. So I went and turned my smoker on. I was debating, I'm like, do I just put the ham in the oven? Do I put it in my slow cooker? What do I do? And I'm like, it doesn't really fit in one of these 9x13s. It'd have to be like on a cookie sheet, I don't know, like a baking sheet, like a jelly roll, and I don't want to do that. So I'm like, this will work. I'll put it out there, get it done smoked this morning because I want to finish. And then I went to go get elbow macaroni to make macaroni salad, and I don't have any. All I have is the smaller one, and I'm like, ooh, so I had to add that to my list to make sure I get some. I'll use this, it'll be fine. But I was like, I need to make sure that I get some more of that stuff. So then what I'm gonna do is we'll have the macaroni salad. This is going to be, I'll just do potatoes and green beans in here, and I'll just bake this. So I'm gonna spray it so it doesn't stick. I'll put some water in here, I'll put butter in here as well, but I'm thinking just cut up potatoes. I'm like, that would be really good. I've washed these. Oh, I don't like how sometimes potatoes are yucky, and I'm just thinking just cut these up, put them in here, and then I'll put a little butter, salt and pepper, easy. Like just an easy side to have with dinner tonight. I'm like, that'll be good. They can put ketchup, whatever their little hearts desire. And then if there's any leftover veggies, we can always use it in the morning for breakfast, having it with you know, omelets or things like that. So that, I'm thinking, I was like going back and forth, I'm like, what do I actually do with this? I'm thinking that's gonna be the choice for dinner today. So this is gonna go in here. I don't want to do too much because I know they're not going to be eaten. Keep it safe, whatever it is they can eat. These are already washed. That'll be good. Stick them on. Anybody else love green beans from the garden, like fresh? It's been a long time since we've had those from the garden. We used to have 5-gallon buckets full of green beans. And my older kids, they would remember sitting there doing, you know, cutting the ends off. I don't need that in there. Breaking the ends off and breaking them in half, and so I can them. I was thinking I canned them back then. But we used to have 5-gallon buckets. We'd watch Little House on the Prairie. We'd be breaking and snapping the beans. It took a long time, and so my next set, I call my next set of kids, I'm like, you guys don't even know sitting there doing 5-gallon buckets of green beans. That like takes a long time. And they're like, what? Just different. We had a different, we lived in Michigan, it was different. We lived out in the country, we had property, we could do raised bed gardens. It just worked out. We had chickens, we had all that stuff. So it's, you know, just different lifestyle. Okay, I'm gonna do some sweet potatoes too because I do like sweet potatoes. I'm just gonna cut these a little bit bigger and I'll just kind of put these on top because not everybody loves sweet potatoes, but I do. And that will make a nice addition. And some people eat the skin. I can't eat the skin of that. I feel like that's really tough on the sweet potatoes. So I'll just cut this up, put it in here. We'll put salt and pepper, butter, cover it full, put it in the oven after we do our pies. I'm like, wow, my food is gonna be done. Is that good? I'm like, gonna be done sooner than later. The ham is out there, the potatoes are gonna be in the oven, the beans, and I'm gonna make some macaroni salad. That's gonna be my dinner. I got banana pudding. I'm just gonna do pies. I gotta make breakfast too. I'm just kind of waiting for that, but I was like, I'm like almost done. I guess, is that a good thing or bad thing? I don't know. It's just, some days are easy. I did have that freezer meal making meal this week, and I'm just, you know what, some days are gonna be a little bit easier for me than others. It just depends on life and what's happening, and you know, lots going on. So we're just gonna cut these up. This is Grandma Sandy's, this is in the cookbook. I just have been making this for a long time, so don't need the cookbook, but if you wanna make a really good macaroni salad, this is Grandma Sandy's macaroni salad, and it is by far a winner. So I'm just gonna we do tomatoes, and I sometimes do onion and cucumber. I think I'm just gonna do tomatoes and cucumbers. These have all been washed. I'm just gonna cut these up into, these are really good cucumbers. We're just gonna do a little bit different this time. These, I don't, you don't want to keep these, you want to keep these whole, because these are so good, these mini ones. Discount store, discount store cucumbers. Get some tiny little ones. Just like little pickles. Just put these in here, and then it's Miracle Whip, salt and pepper, that's it. Nothing else, nothing fancy. It's just a real basic recipe, but it's a good basic recipe. So I'm waiting for my pasta. Should be done. I just got to check it because it's a little bit different macaroni. And make sure it gets not overcooked. And then I've been making a grocery list of things I'm running out of, like olive oil and the macaroni. I won't need it. We'll live without it, but just in case I go to make my next meal and I'm like, oh, I thought I had macaroni. I don't. Because I like to keep this macaroni. It's like, what do they call it? Spaghetti macaroni. Because it looks like the box macaroni cheese. So I can make the fakey version for my kids that can't do dairy. And then it works good for them. So, okay, I think that might be enough for them. Stir this. Okay, so we're gonna just strain this macaroni, rinse it with cold water. And then the cooler, the better. It makes it not. You want to make hot stuff in here with. Macaroni salad right here. Here is the pasta. And then I'm going to add some Miracle Whip to it. And salt and pepper, and this is delicious. Just squeeze the bottom. Pour it on top, there we go. And just stir it all together. Okay, we're gonna come over here. So the great thing about gathering fragments is you're thinking about your day and what's going on. So I'm thinking ahead to like, okay, the dinner here, if I make a huge dinner, we'll have enough for today and tomorrow. The amount of making isn't a huge amount, but like it would feed us today and maybe some leftovers tomorrow. I need it to have leftovers tomorrow. So I'm gonna rely, I was doing 2 meals today. We're gonna do 3 meals today. Otherwise, we're not gonna have enough food. I'm gonna have to make more food. So plan ahead. So I was just thinking, I'm like, what can I do that will make sure that we have like a bigger, like a filling lunch, I guess is the word. So I was like thinking, I'm like, why don't I do the broccoli, chicken, and pasta, because we love that. So I pull up frozen broccoli, and this chicken right here, I will just fry that up. So I've got another pot of water boiling right here. We're gonna do pasta in there. And then I'll make breakfast. So then we can have breakfast, they can make their pizzas, then they can have the pasta because they love that. It's great, everybody loves it. I can do Parmesan cheese with it. I put the chicken in it, it's a little bit more filling. It's just a good thing. It's a good thing. So I'm gonna do that. I know I've been making it a lot lately, but they like it. When somebody likes something, you just make it. It works. It's like, why? Think through the process. I love having variety. I love the Moss family. She like makes so much different meals every day. That would be my dream come true. I would do every single day, different meals, and it would work, but my family does not. So I'm like, you know what? They like the same. So you might as well do what they like. If they like the same, make the same. That works. Whatever works for your family, I say, to do. So then what I'm gonna do is, let's get breakfast rolling. Here are my hash browns. So we're gonna make these all at one time. I'm just gonna put these on my little air fryer sheets here. I'm just thinking how many to put on here. Do I do 6? These aren't good, like so good reheated, but they will be good done up. Since stuff falls through, I'm gonna go like this. So I'm just gonna put it on one level in my air fryer, not too, just so it gets crispy. Then this I'm gonna just heat up, put this in a bowl because they're gonna make their own little pizzas. And then I'm gonna put eggs in here. So let me go eggs. Okay, doing a bunch of things at once. Water is boiling. Let's add the pasta in here. I was like, could my day be done early? I might be able to get my day in pretty early today, which is always a good thing. I would much rather have some extra time. Because sometimes, Kathy, your fragment days are long days and they take a long time to edit and get it all done. So it would be kind of nice to have it done early. Okay, I decided to put ham in here. Can I just carefully pour this out? Because I bought ham lunch meat. This was kind of before I was thinking about the ham. I bought ham lunch meat and I thought, well, I could do omelets because I have all those eggs. So I was just going to pull like a piece of ham out, put it with some cheese, and that would be an easy way to make omelets. I think last time I did a big breakfast for the weekend, we had potatoes and mushrooms and all that. I decided to go a little bit simpler this time. So this will be good. So this is a one meat mixture right here. So what I'm going to do, eat that piece of sausage, put a little bit of oil, and do these eggs. I want to take my pie crust. I don't recommend microwaving them, but I think this will work. I needed them thawed a little bit, so I just put them on my cream cheese setting, where you can thaw cream cheese. I'm like, that works. Okay, I don't think I put enough oil on the bottom because my eggs are sticking. They're sticking. I'm going to try the reconditioning. Maybe I should do that today, of the pans. I might do that. I know I'm not supposed to use metal in here. Carefully. So just do these. This is going to be great. And then the pasta is boiling here. I'm going to do my little, over here, the pies in just a minute. Is that it I was going to do? I'm going to make the gravy. I can do that real quick in the microwave. Wow. Could you call it a better day, an easier Friday? What is that? But I will be making food this weekend. We're going to be super busy. I just won't have it all done today. So, okay, let me continue cooking this. Okay, so wash the pan out. Let's put the chicken in here. Frozen solid. It will thaw up. You can, I'm going to just do everything at once. Let's not waste any time, people. Let's do the broccoli and the chicken all at once. It's all frozen. So you're definitely going to need salt and pepper on this. Because I don't even think the chicken is seasoned. Salt's sticking to my hands. Okay. So we're going to, I should get like a lid. I don't want to get my lid out. Let's go like this. Yeah, let's just do that. And the pasta here is boiling away. And the hash browns are done. This is almost done. See, it just thickens up real good for you. Real good and yummy. So this is country gravy, and the country gravy has pieces of sausage in it. Okay. So just stir that up. Put that back in. Hash browns done too. Things are coming along. I'm getting stuff done. I'm gonna turn my oven on real quick. We're doing a great day today. So let me open this up. We're coming along. I think that I'm gonna do the pie crust. I'm doing canned pie filling. That's what I'm gonna use. I would have saved my apple if I would have known I was gonna make apple pie. I did not. It's okay. So this is gonna be a little smushy because you put it in the microwave. It works though. You can roll it out. I'm gonna just spray my muffin tins with a little bit of nonstick cooking spray, and then use a cup to cut out circles. I did just order a set that cuts different circles. My mom had one, and I was like, oh, I need to get one of those. And so I didn't get it, but I got one now. So I'll be able to make my mini pies without using a cup. You can use a cup too, cups work, but using the little thing works a little bit better. So just roll this out as best you can. Oops, don't worry, mine's a little sticky, but it's okay. I think one pie crust does 8 pies, roughly, with a little bit extra, and that's okay. Do I have to get some flour up? I might have to, let's see. Let's see if we can just do this carefully. Yep, and just put it in here. And we carefully put up the sides. Just kind of bunch out here. I think you can get 9 total if you push the rest of the stuff together. So, but 8 ones where you're not gonna have to do anything. And then just put this inside here, push it down, and then I'm gonna put pie filling on top and then bake in the oven. Simple. These are a favorite. Maddie loves these, Greg loves these, and they're not bad. If you like pie filling, they're okay. I'm not a big this kind of pie person, but if you do, this is a neat way to make them. Two things at once. So this is, I had that lid on it, so it's kind of frozen. I'm just going to take kind of chop the chicken because it's more like strips, so you get bite-sized pieces. I'm just going to continue to saute this. The pasta is probably almost ready to be dumped in here, and that's it. Okay, my pasta's done. I'm draining it. And this is delicious. This is just pasta with chicken and broccoli and Parmesan cheese. This works good for all my kids. It's delicious. So look at this. This will be lunch. I put it in this pot so I can put the lid on it so we can keep it out here for today. Perfect. Cheese is nice and melty. That's a really good right there. Good pasta and broccoli. Okay, let's do our pies now. Okay, so let's take our pie crust right here. And look at, I bought these at the same time. One has one lid that opens and one does not. I wonder why they don't do all cans like that. So if we could do away with can openers, it's probably not, I don't know what, as good. I don't know, cost more, who knows. So there's apple and cherry. I'm gonna see how many this fills. I'm pretty sure I thought I did 3 cans for this, but I might kind of stretch a little bit because I have more pie crust. Let me get my scissors here and rinse these off. The apples obviously are big chunks of apples, and since these are mini pies, it would fare a lot better if they were tinier. And again, I had all this in my freezer. I just turned it into applesauce. It's okay. It's kind of like, why'd you throw away your whisking? Because at the moment I did not need it. Or I didn't think I needed it, and then come to find out I need it. It works. All right, there is good. Just kind of chop that up. I'll probably get it on Friday. I just don't want to go too far. Okay, so I'm gonna just pour these into here and bake these in the oven. Delicious pies. This is done. I do have more, so I'm gonna roll out some more, put these in the oven. And look what I found. One of my viewers gave me pie crust tins. So they basically be little muffin tins. Oh, let me see if they'll fit in my pan. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go like this. I'm pretty sure, because I know I won't do it. I think it's gonna be 8, 9, I think I'm gonna get 12 more. I think that's about it. So let me get this next part rolled out and we'll put them in here. Great, I had a lot of extra pie crust and I was like, do I throw it away? What do I do with it? And I thought, you know what, I probably have hot chocolate pudding I can make and put in here. No, I don't have chocolate pudding. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna bake these. I'm gonna poke some holes in them so they don't puff up. And then I'm gonna make a homemade chocolate pudding. And then I can just fill it in here when it cools. And we'll make mini chocolate pies. So this is perfect. That was a way to gather up all those fragments. Good deal. So let me Google a recipe. I know I used to, actually, no, I have one. Let me go look in one of my old cookbooks and find one, and then we'll make chocolate pudding. If you haven't made homemade chocolate pudding before, try it. It is delicious. So it's sugar and then cornstarch. You know, measuring it quickly. Cornstarch, that's all stuck in there. And then baking cocoa. A little bit of salt. I'm going to do a little less salt because my butter has, it's salted butter. Just kind of stir this real quick. Best you can. You might have to whisk it. And then I'm going to add milk to it. It's 4 cups of milk. I'm going to use my lactate milk because that is what's working for us. Do it a little bit less and make it a little bit thicker. And just stir this up. You're gonna keep this to boiling for about 2 minutes. Take it off, you add some salt to it, or not salt, butter and vanilla. It's really yummy. Since it's just pie crust, not cookies, I'm gonna put my other pan in the oven. This will be great. I don't mind just putting them in the muffin liners, but you do have to be very careful when you take them out so they don't break apart. So you gotta make them cool really good. Okay, this is good. I just whisk it real quick to get it to get all the lumps out. Just heat it to boiling, and then I just gotta wipe all my stuff down. I'm done. I was gonna make donuts. Nope, I'm finishing. I'm finishing so I can be done today. I can do those things. It's good to have easy days sometimes, even when it's a gather your fragment. I still have the ham outside. I still got to put all this stuff in the oven. That will cook in the oven. So tonight, or for breakfast, they'll have the food, which they had. Lunch will be the pasta right there. Dinner will be the ham dinner. We'll have that tomorrow as well with our Paul munchies. We have shrimp and meat and cheese and pickles and all the delicious. I got fruit to cut up too, and then we're gonna have ribs this weekend and steak. So it's gonna be a good weekend. So let's just continue making this homemade pudding. Good, you're letting it boil for 2 minutes. It gets thick. At that time, I'm cleaning everything up, getting it all cleaned up, and then it just gets thick. That's it. So easy. Bubbles away. It's gonna get thick when it sits. When it does sit, it'll get that film over top of it, the jello, the pudding film. Okay, that's not 2 minutes. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of, not cornstarch, what is this? Vanilla. And then let me get a knife to cut this. We'll do the big giant knife. There we go. And just stir that in. Remove from heat, let this sit, and then it will, we'll let it cool, and then we'll put it in our cups after they're done baking. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this over here and let it sit for a little while. I'm finished for what I have to do right now. These came out of the oven. I'm gonna let these cool right here. I put the chocolate in there. There's one more batch in the oven. The ham is cooking. When the oven is done, I'll put the potatoes and the beans in there. That's it for my day today. I don't have to do any more, which is awesome. So I'm gonna start working on editing so I can finish it up. So I will see you in a few minutes. Well, I'll see you like in a second, but I'll see you in maybe an hour or so when everything is done, and I'll show you how it all looks. Okay, this ham came out of the smoker. Looks delicious, look at that. This looks really good. This is a good ham, so this was a really good deal to get. And then the potatoes came out of the oven over here. This right here. That is going to be dinner with our beans. We've got this for lunch, so it's been a good day. So I'm going to close today's video. We are going to just be done, clean up, put all those dishes away, and then go out and get some sunshine today at the park. So you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you guys again on Monday for another video. All right, see you Monday. Bye.